Hey guys, John Rettinger here with a long overdue review for you of the PSP Go from Sony. This sucker is going to run you $250 or $249.99. What's new and revolutionary about this is that Sony is taking the portable gaming console, at least the dedicated portable gaming console, to what I consider to be the next generation, and that's relying completely on a digital download and distribution system. Gone are the optical UMD discs that were found on the PSP 1000, 2000, and 3000. Instead, this relies on a newly revamped PlayStation Store for download of games. So any new releases that comes out will be released in tandem with the PSP 3000, so you'll be able to get a physical UMD disc for the older models, and the new downloads will be available on the store. So that's sort of positive and negative. You can download games in one of actually three ways. You can download them directly to the device via Wi-Fi. You can download them on your computer and then transfer them over. Or you can actually download them on your PlayStation 3 if you have one and transfer them over to the device as well. So three different ways. I think for the most part you're going to be relying on Wi-Fi on your device, so you need to make sure you have a quick enough connection. I ran a test and to download about a gig game took about 15 minutes, and then after that to install it, you're looking at again another 15 to 20 minutes. So from deciding you want a game to getting a game, you're looking at probably close to a 30 to 45 minutes depending on the size and network speed. It's definitely something to keep in mind. So let's talk about the design of the PSP Go. Everything about it is completely smaller than the outgoing PSP 3000. And outgoing, I should clarify, the PS3 3000 is going to be sold in tandem with the PSP Go. Everything is quite smaller and experience a complete redesign. With that redesign, you have brand new controls. So you've got your typical D-pad, but your analog stick is moved to what I consider to be a very awkward position right to the right of that D-pad. When you're trying to play a game, it feels a little bit cramped and a little bit stiff. It's not nearly as natural as the PSP 3000 was, with the D-pad on the other side of the screen and the analog stick right next to it. There's a bigger room to hold your hands, and that's certainly a victim of size. So speaking of size and construction about this, everything about it is very thin and, like I said, completely redesigned. And with that complete redesign, you lose the ability to access any of the older PSP accessories. So this is going to need a completely new accessory line, something to keep in mind. So with any slider, whether it's a phone or in this case a gaming device, there's always a little bit of concern about the sliding mechanism, how it's going to hold up with abuse over the years. Well, sliding this up, I can tell you right now that I am not encouraged by the build quality. Even though giving this a little bit of a shake, I don't know if you can hear that, but the screen has a lot of give back and forth. And I definitely would be worried that the screen could crack or fall off after some extended use. If you're gaming and you're holding it and you accidentally drop it and it falls on the screen, I think you're definitely going to have a broken device on your hands. So that's just speculation, but I'm not overly impressed with the build quality of the PSP Go. Battery life is going to be just about the same as the PSP 3000. The claim you're going to get about 5 hours of gaming, which I got and I think was about accurate and pretty fair. You're getting the same resolution screen as the PSP 3000, but you're getting a little bit smaller size. So you're not losing out on any pixels. You're just dealing with a smaller screen. I did a full video demonstration of the PlayStation Store, so you can check that out if you want to know how to download games. I'll put a link to it in the sidebar in case you are interested. So, would I recommend the PSP Go? Well, yes and no. I recommend it if you really want to be on the cutting edge and you are comfortable relying on digital distribution and no physical media. If you're not comfortable, I think having a physical disc is probably, at least at this juncture, the appropriate way to go. If you look at recent examples, for example, thinking of T-Mobile's Sidekick, it's a phone where all the device and the information is stored online and downloaded. T-Mobile lost all the users' information. I'd be concerned that if I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars downloading games right onto my PSP Go, that if it broke or I had to send it back to Sony, that perhaps I could lose those games. Sony's claiming that's not the case, but I'm still a little bit skeptical. There's no doubt that digital distribution is going to be the future, and Sony is definitely leading the way by relying on that with the PSP Go. I just don't feel like the infrastructure is there quite yet. So to new PSP buyers, save the money, go buy the PSP 3000. It comes in about 140 bucks. You're going to save, probably close to $100. Not only that, games that are available for download are not discounted. For example, you can go to your local Best Buy, Target, or Walmart, and you can find PSP games that are discounted right by that store. So you can get a new game for $10 or $15 off, where here you're stuck with Sony's pricing. Another downside of the PSP Go, which I assume will be rectified later on, is the Sony's PlayStation Portable has a huge gaming library. PSP games have been released for years, and unfortunately all of those games are not available as of now in the PlayStation Store, which is quite disappointing. So if there's an older game that you want, you're not going to be able to play it on the PSP Go, at least for right now. Certainly that should change as the store matures. So overall, it's a good device. It does exactly what I expected it to. Network speeds were fast, video playback was fantastic. I was able to show pictures and does a lot of little things. You also get these mini games that Sony's calling PlayStation Minis, quite obviously. But I can't wholeheartedly recommend the PSP Go. I think you're better off saving your money and getting a PSP 3000, which I think is a fantastic device as well. So do you agree or disagree? Or is the PSP Go going to something you're going to run out and go get anyway? Or are you going to look at the PS3 3000? Or are you going to wait to see how the Go platform matures? Certainly there'll be a PSP Go 2000 at some point when they update the specs and perhaps improve build quality, but that's just speculation. So text or video response, I'm kind of curious what you guys have to say. Anyway, I'm John Rettinger. For exclusive content, check me out on Twitter, twitter.com/John4Lakers. And to learn more about TechnoBuffalo, check out technobuffalo.com. Links to all those will be up in the sidebar. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.